Today we're going to be looking at the short spine and the long spine on the Pilates reformer. Both are spinal articulation exercises with the feet in straps. Let's take a look at the differences. In the short spine, we're going to have our feet externally rotated and we're going to press out like frog to extend the legs. And then we're going to bring the legs up overhead as we move the carriage in towards the stopper, peeling and articulating up through the spine and rolling up onto the shoulders. Then we bend the knees and create a diamond shape with the legs, and then articulate downward through the spine as we keep the feet above the face, and finally extending the legs back out to our starting position. We're working through the abdominal muscles and we're trying to develop spinal articulation and increase flexibility in the low back and hamstrings. We're moving into long spine here next. Now I'm showing a different variation of the long spine. You can take a separation of the legs in this exercise as well. I'm showing without, just to get that flow and progression of where you should be in space. So we begin here again with our legs out at a 45-degree angle. Then we're going to lift the legs perpendicular, coming to a 90-degree angle with the ankles over top of the hips and keeping the sacrum anchored to the carriage. Then we roll up from there to our shoulder girdle, articulating through the spine and trying to keep the carriage still during this phase as we come onto our shoulder blades without the weight coming into the head. And then rolling straight back down through the spine, anchoring the sacrum and pressing the legs back out to that starting position. Now normally in this exercise you'll see when you roll up to the top that you separate the legs slightly, and with them separated, roll back down, anchor the sacrum, and then circle the legs back around to your starting position. And then you can reverse that and open the legs as you lift up to 90 degrees and peel up, then draw the legs together and roll straight down through the spine. I'm just showing here with the legs staying glued together the entire time. The long spine works the abdominal muscles and the hamstrings, and you should be developing spinal articulation and developing hip extensor control here. Thanks so much for joining me in the studio today. Come back and see me anytime. We're working Pilates mat, reformer, springboard, barre, and much more. And if you're interested, you can join me on Patreon for weekly classes with me online. I'll see you guys next time in the studio.